represent? What is that energy mirroring to you? What is it about your own self-worth that's really triggering? And so we can go deeper into how that person came in and just paddle prodded us, you know, an electroshock to get our attention to some deep issues that we really need to deal with. And if we don't get it, this is the beauty of life. The next partner will come along and they'll act it out until we get it. So the way I look at everything is now is the time to do your work, because if we clear that stuff now, we clear it from our energy field and we won't attract it anymore. We'll start vibing at a higher rate and we're going to draw in more loving people of integrity. Now, when there's things like people have done us wrong, or, you know, because I don't know the exact details of your situation, but if we're not playing victimizer, but we're really just being in our alignment with how did I participate in this creation, powerful and profound awareness will come to you. So everything that we have happen to us is a participatory experience. So if I was abused, which I was in my past, I could just blame it all on the person that abused me. But when I really started to process in my own healing, I saw, wow, I really tolerated that shit. I really enabled that abuse. I made excuses. I stayed attached. I stuck myself there. And so in my own feeling of not being worthy, having self-worth issues, I tolerated that. I settled for that. So when we can see that and we can connect the dots, it's very liberating for us. So now the person, the partner, they may or may not heal. They may go through life doing this to many people. That might be the character they're going to play out in this life. They're like in a movie, they always play that villain character because that's what agreements they have, soul contracts with souls, that they're going to come in and I'm going to cattle prod you and see if you remember who you really are. And so if we don't worry about what they're doing, don't even waste a minute more of your energy or your awareness on what they're doing, or if they're getting theirs, or if life's going to give them their karma. Don't even put your energy there. It's draining you. It's not empowering you. It's a distraction. So if we come back to self and we put that mirror up in our face and we start looking, how did I participate in this? How did I co-create this? What am I now ready to co-create? I am ready for new, different. So what do I have to release so that I can go vibe higher? And this is where you can have profound rebirthing and shift and shape shift, like as a phoenix, burn into ash, all the old self, dying to ego. It's not a fearful thing. It's a courageous thing. And many souls, we're all going to do it eventually. I mean, we all get there when we're ready. But I really feel like now's the time, like right now, you know, work with the light worker, go and do your work, go and start meditating, go and start finding what makes your heart happy and start loving yourself. Because a lot of times when we have really hurting and traumatic relationships to the end, it really triggers some deep stuff as our inner child unresolved stuff. So if we have like abandonment issues and self-worth issues, they get triggered big time. And if we don't deal with them, if we don't honor the inner child and do the healing work, then we go and we find ways to suppress it, to numb it. So we start looking and turning to addictions, distractions, and all that's going to do is procrastinate the inevitable. You're going to need to heal this eventually. So I would encourage you, whether you feel drawn to work with myself or another, to put some time into your own spiritual alignment and your healing, because that is going to empower you. And to work on in your consciousness right now, just forgiving that person. One thing that helps me a lot with forgiveness, because I've had some people do some pretty messed up shit in my life. And when I look at it and I see my part and I see their part, what helps me is when I can see that human and I can see their hurting child, their wounded child, and I can see it with compassion. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to keep enabling it. It doesn't mean I'm going to keep tolerating something. Once I see that there's a victim pattern or a victimizer pattern or some abusive pattern, let's say, I will speak truth about it now. I've done my work, so now I don't waste time. But in the past, it would be 20 years before we deal with something. And so basically you want to address it right now. You want to speak truth. And then you make your choices. If that person isn't showing trust, if they cannot be trusted and they're showing you that, then you choose to keep on enabling them or keep attaching to them, hoping they'll be something that they're not, hoping that they'll be something that they're showing you they can't be, or you honor what they're showing you and you release them from your life, and you don't blame yourself and you don't shame yourself and think, oh, I suck and why did I attract this? You just take it as a lesson, and then you thank the universe for bringing in what you love. And if you haven't seen that show I did recently called Oh, What a Feeling, I encourage you to go to YouTube, follow me on my YouTube channel, and watch that show, because it's all about what we're vibing. Our emotional feelings are drawing more experiences to us, either good or not so good. So I hope that helps you. So let me know if that was helpful.
Well, he's saying it makes sense. We need to talk sometime. And then he's adding, I think that the universe directed me here tonight.
Nice.
Yes.
That's exactly how it works. Isn't that beautiful? Well, and I'm going to, at the end, I usually tell what my specials are, but it's springtime. And you know how a lot of us do spring cleaning in our houses, and we do spring cleaning detox in our bodies, like drink green juice and stuff. Well, I'm going to do auric clearing specials for spring cleaning time. So any of you guys that are watching, if you're not living in my area, don't worry about it. These energy sessions are powerful, whether you're in my healing room or you're laying in your bed in Chicago, and we're doing the session together over the phone, and we'll talk about it. I'll explain it to you over the phone if you guys want to call me, and we'll, you can explain what's going on with you. But I have clients I've worked with remotely that have had amazing experiences and profound shifts in the energetics, healings in their body, healings and shifts in their career, their abundance, their relationships, you name it. It's all vibrational. So any of you guys that are interested in working with me, I'm doing a special just for this till like middle of May, May 15th. I'm going to do it from today till May 15th. If you sign up and schedule an auric clearing session, you're basically, if you buy 2 clearing sessions up front, your second session will be half price. So that's a great deal for anybody that's worked with me. You know, that's a good deal. And even if you've been a client in the past and you want to take me up on that, let me know. But it's buy one, get the second half off. And you can use it for yourself, or you can gift it to a friend. And then also I've got soul coaching sessions. So if any of you want to work with me, you can go on TanyaAngel555.com and look under my services and see all the stuff I offer. But yeah, do your work now though. Like, don't procrastinate another day. I feel like this 999 number coming through today, one of the last things it says is this, let's see, to devote yourself to your life's mission without delay. Listen to the guidance from your angels if feeling any fears or doubts about your path. The angel number 999 can be a strong suggestion that a phase or phases in your life are coming to a definite end, and that you can expect many closures in your life. Fear not, as this is preparing you to begin a wonderful new life and lifestyle that you will see all fall into place for you in the most positive of ways. Angel number 999 is a sign that light workers are to step up into their duties and to work for the benefit of humanity and the world as a whole. Boom, right there. I mean, that's pretty clear message, right, guys? So it's time, my friends. Is there any other comments, Amnon?
Jeremy wants to know where you are.
I am in Vancouver, Washington. So if I don't know where you're at, but if you're in my area, we can work one-on-one in person. And if not, just go and look under my website, under my services, and we could connect through Skype or phone. And like I said, powerful energy no matter where you are in the planet. So just keep me posted. Okay.
Half of the whole universe.
The next card, I want to read a card to you that I actually drew during one of my client sessions, but it feels so perfect for today's topic, and really her session inspired me to speak about this, because as a light worker, I feel like I've been challenged so much in my life as far as, conforming and giving my power away and being a sheep, and it's just, I'm not wired for it. I used to try to do it, and I suffered greatly, and now I don't do it. And if people want to project their power at me, they want to project their anger at me, they want to try to take my power, control my energy, I will very politely call them on it and then let them know how much I know that they are also one with source, and that I basically am uncomfortable with that, and I will not give them my power. And I'll really be direct with that when people are trying to suffocate me with their energy. I had this happen recently with a conversation where I felt kind of almost like Darth Vader death grip on my throat chakra. And I was just like, no, you get that feeling like when someone's trying to control and manipulate your power, you get that kind of, at least I do, it's like a tightness in the throat, a constriction, like a snake's around your neck. And I kind of pull away from the person. And then I just stepped forward and like pushed my energy more close to them and was like, no way, you are not doing this. And I am not going to tolerate this. This is something you do to many, but it will not happen with me. And they pull away from me like, oh God. And that's what we want to start being bold about. We're not here. I think one thing I just was discussing with someone is that I feel oftentimes like light workers and sensitive empaths that are gentle, they're compassionate, a lot of beings don't really read us correctly. So if we're compassionate and we're patient and we're, gentle, a lot of times it seems like people will see that as like weakness or, oh, they're a pushover, I can go and do whatever I want to them. No. And if that's the message you feel like people are getting from you, then you need to be really bold and express that truth. I've had to do this at times with people where I've been compassionate, I've been patient with what they're doing. Maybe they're procrastinating on something that's really important. They gave their word on something and they're not honoring it. And I will, be compassionate and gentle, and I'll keep reminding them. But if they start to project their bullshit on me and they start to try to manipulate me or make me feel crappy while they play a victim game, I will totally speak my truth about it and let them know that my compassion and my patience is not a weakness, and do not take advantage of it. Because if you take advantage of that kindness, I'm not going to trust you any longer, and I will not participate in any creations with you from this moment. So we have to be bold like that. People will start to respect you more, or they'll move out of your life. Either way, it's a win-win. So either let them go, or they can step up and show honor and respect. The card I was going to read is Obsidian. So if any of you have that crystal, that stone, it's actually like a lava rock. Obsidian, you could work with that. And as I work with my clients, I tell them, if you don't have the crystal or the stone, call it in vibrationally so you can welcome obsidian into your energy field. So this one is connected with true self-reflection. The Master Crystal Diva, Tara Mael. Welcome, child of light. I am blessed in your presence. Long ago we embraced, you and I, our old friends. I am the embrace of Bast, the breath of Set, and the path of the Jackal, the pathway through the shadow self, doorway to the physical worlds and their mastery. I allow polarities to be known and to carry the freedom found in dedication to self as spirit eternal. And I love that, the polarities to be known. When we're playing those passive-aggressive games, we got to see it in order to shift it. And to carry the freedom found in dedication to self as spirit eternal. You are eternal beings, every one of you. We got to stop living like we can be stopped or they can take anything from us, because nothing can stop the light. Nothing can stop truth. So if we're afraid of someone taking our job, our relationship, our life, anything, we're in ego. We are operating under the illusion of being temporary, under the illusion of being separate, under the illusion of being, something that could just fade away. But our light, our soul is infinite and eternal. We have to start living this way. We will get so much done, so much shifted, so much will be beautiful and transformed when we each remember what we are. We are not temporary. Will you walk the inner path of the Jackal? Let us ignite the stargates hidden deep in your heart and be blinded no more by the stars above. For fear you will not see the infinite glory that holds them. Evolve with me now. Call the 3 stars from the heavens above and let them rest in your eyes. In blinding blue light, excuse me, let them expand to 13 and come to rest at home in infinite embrace with the ancient moons. In a single call of power, unite them now at the heart